Hello. This visualisation has been made to outline some of the proposals and options that are on offer as part of the Southsea Coastal Scheme. The aim of our project is to build 4.5 kilometres of new sea defences from Old Portsmouth to Eastney Barracks that will significantly reduce the risk of flooding to over 8,000 properties. We've come up with different ideas for 8 distinct areas of the seafront. We start our journey at Curtin Mountain. As you may know, there are many historic structures in this area, including the famous spur redoubt. Because of this, we must consult extensively with Historic England to ensure they are happy with our designs. In this area, we propose raising the promenade and using the existing high ground at the back of the moat for secondary flood protection. Where there are gaps next to the sports ground, we can put a wall or grass bund in place. The next area is Clarence Pier. The proposed defence is behind the existing buildings, as the pier makes it difficult to follow the existing coastline. However, if the area was redeveloped, we could go develop different options in the future. A raised grass bund would provide the protection we need, with floodgates used where required. At Southsea Common, we plan to move the promenade slightly back towards the common, so we can help to ensure a healthy beach is kept in the future. We'll also raise the entire promenade so that there are no walls interrupting sea views. There are options here for you to choose from, including pedestrianising the road to create a wide promenade, or keeping a one-way road with parking. We also want to hear your views on what provisions should be made for cycling, where monuments should be placed and what landscaping we should use. Here's another look from the seaward side of the promenade. If pedestrianisation was chosen, we could potentially create some parking spaces in the new plaza by the Blue Reef Aquarium. The new step defence will be buried into the beach and kept out of the tidal zone to avoid algae growth. You can see the proposed rock groin, which will help maintain the beach in the future. You can also see an example of the access ramps we'll put in place to ensure equal access to the beach. Moving on to Southsea Castle, we propose using a rock armour defence, which helps to absorb wave energy like a sponge. Similar to Curtin Mountain, we have to consult extensively with Historic England in this area to ensure that they are happy with the way our designs look near the castle. The high ground at the back provides a secondary defence, and the iconic bandstand stays right where it is now. The promenade in this area will also be widened, creating more space for seafront users. We are now moving towards the pyramid centre section of our proposals. Here we propose raising the promenade and burying the step defence into the beach. A short wall at the back will provide secondary protection. The existing listed shelters will be put back in place once our scheme is built. Next, we now move on to one of the most challenging sections of our scheme, South Parade Pier. The area around the pier is short on space, so we've come up with a couple of proposals that we'd like your thoughts on. The first option is to keep the prom at the same height it is now, then place a short wall and some rocks for 100 metres either side of the pier to prevent flooding. This means the access arrangements to the pier would remain the same as now. Alternatively, we could drop the promenade to road level and push out towards the sea, creating a wide plaza area. This would allow us to put access steps across the rocks to the beach and also open up future commercial opportunities for restaurants and shops. Moving eastward, we now come to Canoe Lake Park and the Rose Gardens. Similar to Southsea Common, we want to raise the promenade and bury the step defence into the beach. The beach in this area becomes quite narrow, So we will look at putting timber groins in place to keep a healthy amount of shingle in place. There are also options around pedestrianisation and cycling provisions. Here's another angle looking towards the rose gardens with both the pedestrianised and road open options. If pedestrianised, it would mean there was a seamless link from the rose gardens to the beach. However, traffic would need to be diverted onto Eastern Parade. Eastney Esplanade is the final section of the scheme. A vertical defence is proposed here, along with a setback wall which provides secondary protection. This could be at the back of the promenade or at the back of the road. However, the other option in this area is to do nothing for 50 years and continue to monitor the extensive beach in this area to ensure it offers adequate protection. Thanks for watching, and tell us what you think at southseacoastalscheme.org.uk.